Hey, I'm Grant. City Skylines is a game that I really enjoy, and I wanted to start a city with everyone that is almost completely mod free. I actually believe right now I have all the mods disabled that I normally play with, except for instant return to desktop and FPS booster into Harmony, it looks like. Those are just so I have a quality of life of being able to immediately exit the game, and FPS for viewing pleasure, I guess. But yeah, I have almost every DLC. But the map I wanted to go with was this one, Mountain Plain. I didn't really have a city name, so I guess I will just stick with the default name called Westdale. I'm going to stick with the base map theme, and I'm not going to do anything custom. The goal I had for this city was to basically try and incorporate as much DLC as I can into the game. I'm not the best at making a beautiful city or making a functional city, but I kind of want to see how far I can get and kind of share my progress with everybody else, I guess. So right off the bat, my game froze. Right off the bat, you can see that the interchange here is really awkward looking, but I mean, I think it's actually really cool. It's a really neat thing, and I think in the words of, what is his name, Real Civil Engineer, this is a very strong shape, but I kind of like it, and I kind of like it for the, well, I mean, like, I like that the interchange is interesting, I guess is what I should say. I like that it's interesting, and yeah, I mean, just the map looks kind of cool. Like, we can't go out there with without any mods, but you could see that it already has some key walls on both sides of this. You've got the train tracks that come up and dead end right next to the key wall, which already gives me a lot of good vibes of putting like maybe the fishing industry over there and some harbor, maybe even some like a ferry line or something. And I do like this whole like river delta thing going on over here. I think I'm gonna want to keep all the business I can away from the river. You can see we have some more back there. And it looks like we have a little bit of fertile land as well along the highway here and along the river. And it continues around here, around the railway and down the side of the delta. There's some interesting things. I really like the map. I think they did a very good job with this one from the content creator pack. I guess I will figure out how I would like to lay out my city. I'm thinking that this right here, this area that's pretty much filling up the screen, I want kind of a road to come over the overpass. I'm sorry if it's kind of difficult to see my mouse, but I want it to kind of come over the overpass, make a turn, and cross the river here at a 90 degree, just that way the bridge is as short as possible. I don't want to spend excess money on a longer bridge. Kind of come over here, dead end into a 90 degree turn, cut through here, through as little fertile land as possible, because I'm thinking I'd like maybe a quick like road coming off to put maybe a small farm or two over here, just to kind of add to some industry. And same with on this side. I'm thinking I'd like some of my residential to start over here, maybe either near the off-ramp here or just a little bit further back towards our boundary line, and maybe have some more farms here along the highway. And eventually I would like the bulk of my residential to actually be on that side of the river. Maybe at some point I could even bring train lines further over that way, where we could bring trains in to do, I almost want to call it a people harbor. The harbor where you can have like cruise ships and, oh, I want to say import people. I'm drawing a blank here on what the name is for. Anyways, I think I'll just move on. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get into it. Now that I'm looking at this, it's going to be kind of difficult to bridge over this and have the bridge also be as short as possible. So I think we're just going to have to accept something, one of these bridges being longer, and I think it would rather be the one over the highway here. But I'm not going to put it down just yet. I'm just trying to get an idea about where I want this road to go. Alright, so now that we have that as a marker, I think maybe we could do a little bit of residential here just to kind of draw people into the town. And I think to do that, we will go straight off from here. So we'll use that as a guideline. But it looks like I'm going to want maybe a road down here, maybe a little bit further away from the farmland area. Actually, if we do it close to the farmland, we can have a road go closer to the highway and along the highway for the freight trucks, and then have the farms in between. I actually like that idea. It looks like we needed to start turning this one more sooner. Maybe just a little bit closer, so I kind of want to angle it a little bit less than that. Or sorry, a little bit more, I should say. Alright, it's snapped. I think that's great. I like that actually, yeah. So bring it down to about here. Does that make sense? Yeah. And kind of use these trees as separation from the beginning. A little bit of residential here. Why does this want to be difficult here? Let's see here. What is it? Road guidelines? Yes. All right. All right. So we have our little starting area for some homes. Let's go ahead and actually we're going to need to, we can't adjust our budget yet, can we? We can. Let's go ahead and drop everything. We will need some water and some power. So I think a nice feature for the park area, I guess, would be to actually have like a water tower down here. There we go. Actually... Alright, so there is our water. Now we're gonna need some electricity. And it looks like all the best places for our electricity are over here, right in the middle of all this. And I did want a mix between residential, commercial, and whatnot. So I guess this is going to determine where we put our industry. And I'm thinking for my starter industry, I want it right here. Maybe put some residential over here, and then maybe a little bit further down continue into some more industrial. So it's gonna be an expensive power line, but we can get 8 megawatts right there in that corner, or right there actually. You know what, we'll go right there. And what we can do is, since this is already going to be our main road, we don't want the power lines on the side of the homes, so we already know the road's going to go this far out. Go right to there. Now what we can do is throw the power line right over here and then just let it play out, and hopefully the first homes that spawn are over here. So let's fast forward and see what grows in. Oh, we forgot about sewage. That is right. I didn't really think about this. Because having a whole eco-friendly water treatment plant You know, I guess it could actually make sense. So you know what? Actually, you know what? I think it's just I don't care if it makes sense or not. So we're gonna give this more space. And go like that. Actually don't want so many connections onto the main road here, but eventually this power line will have to be replaced with a park to help jump that power. I guess I can put it down here. I don't know, I really feel like it just does. All the options don't really make much sense to me. But it's alright. It's okay, it's just a game. I don't have to care that much. So we'll just go like that. And then we'll have to jump the power over here, of course. Which, actually, we'll be able to do that with industry. Just like that. Well, except for the sewage, but hopefully. There we go. And then let's see if electricity jumps. It does. Perfect. In fact, it jumps. Oop, whoops. Pause. Whoops. There we go. Let's see. Who's the first people to move in? Goods Unlimited. And Goods Unlimited. Wow. Okay, Goods Unlimited really likes this. That's good. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and just slam this to 100 and keep it there for now. Since I went with the windmills. Why am I having such a hard time? There we go. Alright, so now we have a big demand for industrial and commercial. So let's go ahead and have a look around here. Pine residence, Rosewood residence, Victoria, Myrtle. Something I think... I'm not going to make any of these historical because we don't have districts yet, and I'd like to set a district theme over here. Or maybe even just upgrade this area to high density residential since it's right next to the freeway here. I think that would be a good idea. Upgrading it to high density. Let's add a couple corner places in here. Ooh, except we got some weird stuff going on here. Not quite sure what's going on here. I think it's because we built this road first, so I'm actually going to demolish it and rebuild it. And now we can put a square of commercial over here. Just some little tiny places. Do another one of these. Looks like somebody's building in, so we can do another one. And same with these industry buildings. I'm not going to... Ooh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. I'm not going to worry too much about making any of these historical or not, because I actually don't like these generic industry buildings. They have their time and place, and I don't think I want them in this time and place. We have a lot of industrial demand right now. Look at this. Everybody is full. Oh nope, he can still hire one person. They haven't hired anybody yet. Well, they're full now. And these people are almost full, and our industrial demand is very high still. So I think we should start to think about how we'd like to lay these roads out. We are making a little bit of money, so I can start to leave the game running now, which is really nice. Thinking I will actually curve this over that way. I don't want it to dead I don't want it to align with this road at a 90. I don't want it to look like that. So if we look ahead, that'll put it going into... Actually, you know what? I think it'll be alright. We can just continue to curve it. Ooh. It's not perfect, but it's something. I like these thunderstorms, though. Oh, I think I remember thinking when I was looking at this, I wanted it to be a roundabout, and I'm glad I remembered now before it was ever so late. So let's go and turn off all of these, or angle and road length. 10, 9, 8, 7. Yep, that's still 7. Actually, whoops, I think I messed up. I could... Oh my goodness. What the heck? Holy crap. I wish I did this sooner. We're gonna call that good. There we go. There we go. There we have a very, very large roundabout. But I think when we upgrade this road in the future, it will be well worth it. So let's continue over where we left off. This kind of messed up our zoning here. Gonna have to pause it real quick and readjust. There we go. Alright, so let's wait it out a little bit to have all these people fill up with workers and then look at our... I don't think we can look at our available jobs yet. I'm really liking this thunderstorm though, I tell you what, it's really nice. Oh, there's a fire off in the distance. Can we spot any more fires? Nope. So let's see. 10 out of 12, 16 out of 16, 16 out of 16. Oop, we are running out of water. So I think, I don't know if we want another water tower, or we can look at our budget. Let's just go ahead and crank that and then see how our income is affected. 12 out of 12, 16 out of 16, 16 out of 16. I think what I was saying was we don't have the ability to look at our population yet to know how many jobs and things like that we have available. 15 out of 16, 15 out of 16. It's looking like everybody is almost full up on workers, which is really nice. So, if that's the case, we can actually continue zoning this stuff in. Ooh, alright, already spotted a big problem. I don't know if you guys see it as well, but... keep that one. But out with those guys. I guess we'll be nice to these guys over here and give them their own place to eat at or something while they're at work. Are you kidding me? You're gonna keep bringing the same building? we're already running out of electricity, so you know what? I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet here and get one of these bad boys. I think right there will be just fine. And you know what? I'm sorry. You had a good run, I tried, but I don't want to deal with that hassle. So now we can actually lower the budget on our electricity. Let's cut it in half and see what happens. Oop, that's way too much. So let's go up 75. It's way too much, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll grow into it. Are you kidding me? You guys are just, they are relentless. I see you. Alright, so I'm thinking maybe it's just a size issue here, so going to go ahead and de-zone these and just see what happens here on this one. Alright. It's looking a little different. Never mind. Okay. So I'm gonna cheat a little, or no, I can't. You know what? Think and do something like that, something like that, something like. Play it out, see what happens. I swear, if you turn into that same building... Nope, you're a gas station. Okay. Alright. I feel like I should just call it quits on trying to figure something out here. There we go. There's something new. Why do we have two gas stations next to each other? And that's something different as well. Alright, you know what? Actually, let's see if we can get a different version of that building over here. And is there another one tile wide that's not a gas station? I don't think so. But we'll delete it and find out. Watch it be another gas station. No, it's not. It looks like it's another copy of the other one down there. Let's see, this one looks like that. They're the same, but they're a little different. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep what we have. Call it good. Alright, let's see. We do need more residential, that is for sure. So, I think what we're actually going to do is something cheeky. So, I think I want my industrial quarantined in this little area here. I know, I said quarantine, I'm sorry. But what we're gonna do instead is build our housing over here. I think what we did over here is not gonna work out in the rest of the city. We live and we learn. This will be a little bit of a unique area then. We got it. We got garbage, healthcare, education, and campus areas. So let's look at our bit. We got taxes and loans. Perfect. You know, something I don't like about this game. Okay, okay. I think that was a bit harsh. Something that I think could be better improved about this game is the effect taxes have with the number of city services you offer. So, for instance, if you go higher than 12% taxes, for some reason your people get upset with you and they don't want to live there anymore. And I think that if you're providing a lot of city services, you should be able to raise that tax rate higher and maybe even have adjustable tax rates depending on educated, uneducated, highly educated, well-educated, and all of that. For instance, like maybe even going up to like as low as 10 to 12% for the uneducated, and then up to as high as maybe like 40% for the highly educated. Just to make up for the fact of how many city services you're offering people. But then other things in this game would have to be rebalanced, like the Industries DLC. But I don't know. That's just a thought of mine. So let's look at this. We got a medical clinic, a landfill site, an elementary school, a recycling center, community school, a large elementary school, a plastic surgery center. I don't think I'm going to be using this anytime soon, but that does give me ideas for a medical area, like a medical campus. Here we got another medical clinic and another elementary school. So I think this community school actually has lower capacity. I wonder if let's go ahead and check them out. We're going to pause the game, go into here. This one's upkeep is 160 and 160. If we go to the community, it's 240 for less than the capacity. It's water, 240. Its water is less, and its electricity is less. I don't think the higher upkeep is worth it, if I'm being honest. But we do also have the new historical library that came with the seaside resort. And we also have a large elementary school. And oh wow, it's only 240 for, I mean, it's water and electricity go up. But that's pretty crazy. I mean, it's a lot higher cost. It's over double the cost for like an insane amount more elementary school capacity. Wow, that is incredible. Are we allowed to look at our population yet? No, we are not. Can't even see childcare, so we don't know how many children or elders we have yet. That's a shame. I wish we could view population statistics sooner. But maybe we can think about starting with one of these elementary schools and then upgrading it in the future to a large elementary. Oh! That is not what I wanted. I am so sorry. And then thinking about upgrading in the future to one of these elementary schools. So I'm thinking... I have made a mistake. Do we have a high capacity high school? We do, but it'll look out of place here, I think. So maybe we don't ever upgrade to the high capacity elementary. It would have been nice to see that in this build though, but unfortunately I don't think. I think I'm going to go with this one, the one that we already thought about. There we go, and our high school can go over here. We can go ahead and maybe put some park areas in here. I think it'll be kind of like a nice little educational area. So let's think about our medical clinic. So if we know from looking at this that we want a little bit of farmland here and a little bit of farmland over here, so it doesn't look like we want to touch that area. I would like to put some parks over here. Not quite sure if we want our medical area right in the middle of all the pollution. But what I think we can do is sacrifice some farmland, because we have plenty of farmland in our one tile for other things. So let's try and we do need to have a road that comes back this way and then runs along the highway, I think. Let's do that. Put our medical clinic. Let's take a look at these. That is a 4x4, I think. And then this one is a 5x4. I think we're going to go for the smaller option. And I think they have, ooh, content creator. Oh, that's right, plastic surgery. Let's take a look at that. That is massive. I think for now, we're not going to worry about this. But in the future, it is definitely something I'd like to add. Alright, so now we absolutely need a recycling center, and I think one of the best places to put it would be right next to, or across the street at least. It's going to be a lot of traffic, but I think it'll be okay from electricity. Now let's go into our budget here, raise our taxes. Alright, what am I missing here? Oh, that's right, our budget. Go into here, take a look at our garbage processing. Let's see, what do we have? Production. We gotta hit play. Whoops. So we could probably cut this down. Let's try 75% and see what happens. Oof, it's a little bit. Let's try 85. Give ourselves a little bit of headroom there. That seems fine. Alright, now medical. Healthcare. Death care. Oh, we don't have any death care yet. So I think we're just gonna crank that all the way down. We're gonna look at our education. Elementary. We have a capacity of 75. Oh, that doesn't seem right. How do we only have a capacity of 75? Oh, maybe because there's no water or electricity. That would make sense. Alright, now let's look at electricity. I think this will be the easiest first jump. Actually, we have such a high... Wait, what the heck? How did that happen? Oh well. We'll say that is a unique home. Now, does that jump electricity? Yes, it does. Perfect. Perfection. Oh, but water now. Alright. I think that's fine for now. So, let's take a look. Look at our budget here. Water is way over, so we bring that down to 75. That looks just fine for now. Save us a little bit of money. Garbage, not too far over. Now let's look at education. 373, so let's cut this down to 75. 65. What happens if we just go 50%? Ooh, that's a little too close. I think that's good enough. So actually, I'm happy with where we're at now. I think it's really nice. We're in the positive here. We have the plans laid out for a small little education area with a high school, or an elementary school with plans for a high school. I don't know if we're going to go higher than a high school. That could be a possibility. Oh, we got fog. The fog has just rolled in. We have a bunch of houses over here. We tried to mix up the commercial, but unfortunately without districts. It looks like all, and this, I think it's the sizing as well. I think the size that we chose to make this little area here was a bad idea. But I'm happy with where we're at. We're at a population of 608. Got a little bit of industrial here with some of our city services such as water, sewage, recycling, And a coal power plant. I'm not too happy about that. I wish there was a different way that wasn't a wind turbine that produced more electricity. And same with water. Like, you either get this thing that pumps a lot of water, and honestly I think it's an eyesore, doesn't look very good, or you got water tower, and I don't know how I feel about all this, but it's yeah, I think we're in a good place. I think I'm going to next time worry about trying to hit the next milestone and adding that in. I think this was a great little start. Probably going to see a lot of troubles later on, but I'm happy. So I just left the simulation running for a little bit because I wanted most of the fog to go away. It was kind of annoying and it wouldn't look good in the cinematic camera. So I let it run for a bit. We're still in the 600s. We did go from, I think, 8,000 to looks like 16,000 in cash. Sorry.